Alright, so I've got a lot of explaining to do on a lot of stuff that has happened off screen. So, yeah, we're going to start right here. Hello, everyone. This is Neronium. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. Last time, we actually ended up doing a lot of stuff on a live stream. I got more in-depth on that live stream than I thought I was going to, and those ended up becoming main parts. Well, I got a little bit grind happy. This didn't take as long as you might think it took. Why, you might be asking? Well, on a whim, I decided to accidentally get the XII Grot. So how did this happen? Let me just say this. On the PS4 version of Zodiac Age, there's a way to RNG manipulate the game's code to get the XII Grot. That exploit does not exist on the Xbox One, which means to get the XII Grot, you have to get the 1 in 1,000 chance spawning invisible chest and have a diamond armlet equipped for a chance to get it. I got it on my 3rd try. So, the XII Grot, I decided, why don't I use that to start grinding up? I'll just put one person in the party and do that. But before that happened, I wanted to see how powerful this bow was, and I went into trial mode. Please keep in mind, the only one remaining at the original level before I did the massive amount of grinding I did off screen is Bosch with the Carcutta. Bosch's Carcutta and I equipped Fran with the XII Grot got me to trial 54 in the game. Which means I was able to get more stuff. Like the Treaty Blade. The Platinum Dagger I actually ended up getting from the live stream session. But that wasn't all that happened. I needed a place to grind. I needed a place really good that I know I would be able to do a lot of stuff in. Lo and behold, I went from, I think the Ester Sand, is it the Ester Sand or the what? It's the Ester Sand. I went from the Xertinian Caverns, which was taking a while to do, and instead went on over to the Morsfaran High Waste. From the Morsfaran High Wastes, I went further to the Silica Wood. From the Silica Wood, I went to the earliest spot to which you could end up doing grinding for massive ones. The Necrohol of Nabudis and the Neborus Deadlands. So already there's going to be a huge backlash because I ended up going into these areas. I actually thought I was going to die. I did not actually think I was going to get through that area. Then the brokenness continued in what I found in the Necrohol of Nabudis. And don't worry, I'm going to show this off right now. This right here in the Neborus Deadlands, the Muted Scrap, is right before I ended up doing Necrohol of Nabudis and the Neborus Deadlands. Both of those areas do not have a plot important relevance to it. That is all entirely side optional stuff. And all the chests in there that I grabbed were the ones that mostly respawn. There are a few that don't, and the reason why I have really these two save files is because in a later part, we're going to be going back to the Necrohol of Nabudis. And I'm going to show off the different chests inside there, as well as the Neborus Deadlands, in order to make things a lot easier. Thing about the Necrohol of Nabudis and Neborus Deadlands, that area has level 50 to higher enemies. To show you how powerful the XII Grot is, I quite literally would put one character in and fight against everyone else with it. Now, part of this is because I was able to find the Metal Jerkin for some of my characters. You might be wondering where the Platinum Helm came from. The Platinum equipment items, which made training up Balthier super easy, who Balthier was primarily the one who went through the Necrohol of Nabudis. He was able to get that because of all the loot I had gotten from going into the Neborus Deadlands and got the platinum armor set. I also have a platinum shield that goes along with it that pretty much made it that I wasn't taking that much damage while I was in there. I also would have protect on them. You might actually still see, yeah, you can still see the protect on the party right now that was doing it. I would just, because I changed Penello's gambits to basically being the grinding sort of stuff. She was, I think she still has it too. No, she's got a gun. She has a rod that you can buy right now, actually, which is the healing rod. So I would have her attack the people, and then it would do that. So pretty much what I'm saying is I broke this game in two. So as a rule, Sudden Grunt is only for grinding, not for boss battles. It will never be for boss battles. It will never be for boss battles or anything, because quite frankly, it will break this game in two. Oh yeah, I also found some things in the Necrohol of Nabudis, such as a Doom Mace, which is spawns in a chest. It's one of the 2 items that'll spawn in a chest. Don't go through a lot of places with the diamond armlet, I am discovering. And the Doom Mace, pretty powerful. The Ross Algethi, got this in trial mode. The Black Robes, got this in the Necrohol of Nabudis, another one of those items that spawns in an area that will respawn so you can get more of these, which is actually pretty good. The only ones that I really hate that I accidentally grabbed that's causing me to have to go back to the Necrohol of Nabudis on a different file are the Black Mask and the White Mask. Did not realize that these were the one-time only chests, but they are a rare find, and they are pretty much necessary when dealing with 2 specific hidden Esper bosses. So the fact that I have them now is just perfect. Just tickles me fancy. Easy way to grind up when you have the Sudden Grunt. I put the embroidered tippet on everyone who was doing it. As you can see, the only one I never got to or finished was Fran and Bosch. And to be quite fair, they don't need it. They really don't. I mean, Bosch got pretty far. I didn't even try and put him through the Necrohol of Nabudis. I could have, because what I was going to do is I was going to take the platinum helm and platinum armor off of Balthier and put it on Bosch, but decided not to. Hermes sandals, where did I get these? Got these from the trial mode, actually. Same with the Agat ring. Let me show off everything. The bowline sash, Hermes sandals, cameo belt, Agate ring, magic gloves, Nishin belt, black belt. I got all from trial mode. Other things I got from trial mode, different types of arrows. I got fiery arrows, bamboo arrows, and lightning arrows. Bamboo arrows being very good. Got the Gaia hat from the Necrohol of Nabudis. I actually got this from the Neborus Deadlands. I think I have 2 Gaia hats, don't I? No, I do not. All right. So yeah, I did a lot of boo-boos off screen. And it just got to the point where it ballooned. I was having too much fun. And yeah. Nero done messed up and broke the game in 2. But believe it or not, this actually puts me in a great spot to be able to just power through the game story. I did not realize Penello had that many license points. That's the other thing. You might notice my license buds are pretty filled. The only ones who don't have everything are Penello, Vaughn. Vaughn was one I was working on for a while because he's got a lot of stuff. Balthier is just about got everything. He's missing a few things, I believe, and that's like, literally it. Fran has almost everything on both her boards. I think the only thing she is missing is the Dashuna, and I think it's actually just the Dashuna. Fran became an unknown MVP for me. Other things I found in the Necrohol of Nabudis, I found the spell Bravery, which is another reason why I have to show off the, like, chest where that found in, because it's a one-time chest. And I also found, Bosch has everything. Like, I did trial mode and had the, golden amulet on him, and that's why he has so many license points. Because he literally cannot use them anymore. I also found another spell. Where is it? I think it's number 6. No. No. You know it. I know you do. I know you know it. Oh, well, maybe it's just Pinello that actually knows it. Pinello, I found the spell Protect Ga. Where are Kikuraga, Cleanse, Bravery, Holy Asunaga. There it is, White Magic 12, Protect Ga. I found that in the Necrohol of Nabudis as well. I just realized I spent like 12 minutes explaining how I've accidentally broken this game. We're still going, folks. We're still going. So, with my newfound brokenness, I have decided to amend some things. Because last time on the live stream, we ended up, just to show off a bunch of different things here. Necrohol of Nabudis, the Bevel. Dark Elementals are also in there, so watch out for them. I can kill Elementals now, and it's great. Still can't kill the Salamentites, though. Tried that. That went horribly, horribly wrong. Went absolutely horrendously wrong. I tried to kill a Nomad Entite. Anyway, we were doing some hunts last time. The hunts we were doing were going to be the crocodile, and then we were going to do the rock toys, which are in the Giza Plains during the rains. That's easy enough to do. But we also have a certain key, actually. Also, because of the live stream, just to remind people, we did go into the Xertinian caverns and were able to obtain Aldramak, the Wroth. So the Xertinian caverns are open to us. And that is actually our second Esper. What I'm going to be doing now is going into the Garam-Scythe waterway with our new Sluice Gate key. The reason why I'm going into the Garam-Scythe waterway with our Sluice Gate key, there is another Esper in there. An actual very powerful and very annoying Esper in there. God, I hate this thing. In fact, I'm actually going to take... I'm going to take the platinum stuff off you, and I'm giving it all to Bosch. Oh, Bosch can actually wear the black mask. That is actually very... Oh, but that lowers my strength. Unless, does this raise my strength? Yes, it does. I forgot he's a Bushi. That'll actually make things a lot easier in hindsight. So we'll put on the black mask for him. We're also gonna put on, I recommend getting black belts because of the disable and immobilize. So black belt. And unfortunately I don't have another black belt, but we'll do good with this. All right, Carcutta. Give me the platinum shield, please. Bosch is the only one that suddenly became the weakest Holy Knight in my entire party, and I hate that that happened. And that's because I realized if I keep going, I'm going to reach the average level of 50, which that is actually an achievement in this game, is reaching an average level of, for your party, of 50. Okay, and while I'm at it, I'm actually going to change Penello's Gambit. Oh, I'm gonna actually have to change that to... we are going to change Penello's Gambits around. Instead of ally any protect. We should do protect Ga. I have a feel. Actually, with how this is gonna go, with how powerful I am, I don't think I'm gonna actually need this. So when we did the White Moose hunt, we got a device known as the Sluice Gate Key. The Sluice Gate Key is used actually in the acquisition of 2 espers. If we remember, you can see there's the middle right here of the Garum Scythe waterway. What we need to do, you can only use 2 Sluice Gate Keys, having them closed at once, because otherwise you get a sewage backup, and nobody in Rabanastre wants a sewage backup. Then we open this one. I need to remember exactly the puzzle for this one, because this is actually kind of like a sort of flip puzzle sort of thing, because we're opening and closing waterways right now. And you can always tell which ones are closed based on the middle, the lights that are here. So close Sluice Gate 3. Let's see. Oh, that didn't close any of them, did it? Oh, I remember what I have to do. I think I remember what I have to do. I think I actually have to, yeah, because that didn't close any of that. That didn't close any of that. Okay, I remember what I have to do. You have to close them off in certain ways to get to unique areas. So I believe it's not number 3. We have to close the 2 side ones, get to the middle, close those, then we'll get everything once we're done. And close the Sluice Gate. It's gonna be a longer episode than normal, for simple fact that I spent way too long explaining how I broke this game. Perfect. Right. So right now we are going to go right in here. Okay, you're just putting that on. Look at how much damage I do. This is ridiculous. That's right, Penello's gonna need the, because she doesn't have a gambit right now for it. She doesn't have a gambit for attacking. Healing rod. Might as well just put the healing rod on her. There it is right there. That little device right there is what we're looking for. Right. In hindsight as well, actually. Because I'm thinking of how this boss is going to go. Fran will get the Hermes sandals, and we're actually going to put the black belt on Penello. Because if you disable my goddamn white mage, then I'm kind of fucked. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Please note that these enemies right here are like level 40s. You're not supposed to be getting this Esper I'm supposed to be getting until a while. It's possible, but it could go pretty bad if you're not careful. Ether, 115 gil. All right, so let's. Okay, that was just me with that. I was curious what that was. Okay, North Waterway number 1. You hear a sluice gate move in the distance. Alright, so that's the drowned. Ooh, interesting. Pinello. Actually cast Bravery on boss. Look at it run! It's actually kind of very scary that it runs like that. That it runs that fast. And dispel. Creepy. I knew the drowned appeared in one of these. It's one of those respawning rare games, because we're actually getting to the point where there will be rare games that actually do not respawn. I'll get more into those in the future, but... Right. Healing up. So now we need to close 11? Open 11. Now, this isn't the last time, once we're doing all this, that we're gonna have to like do the sluice gate puzzle, because there, as I mentioned, this is tied. Technically, the Garum side of the waterway can be tied to 3 espers, which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it. Right. Now for these 2. I just know that I'm probably being too big for my britches right now. And you might actually see a game over as a result of this. If only because, man, oh man, do I hate this Esper. Because of the passive effects that happen during it. All right. Toads. Another. You fool, you came close to me. And we got ourselves good old lizards. I'm so used to just one-shotting everything right now. It's actually... You mean I'm not completely OP right now? Yes. So you don't break the game in 2 again. We just barely managed to put it back together, Nero. Barely. A lot of duct tape. Jade color. But the drowned can also appear in here, so keep that in mind. Arrow mode. Tobacco herbs. Right, and Sluice Gate South, number 1. And you hear a Sluice Gate move in the distance. I'm really gonna be having a fun time with this one. I'm going around this way. So now that those are both closed, now we just have to close the middle one. Open this one. Finally, I believe the one I need to close is going to be this. Yeah, there should be one that opens up, and that one should be in the middle. Yep, there it is, right there. Oh, God. Just so I don't have to do this all over again, even though this game auto-saves. Yeah, this should be a hint to you that I do not like this boss. Here it is. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more Final Fantasy content, check the link on the top, which will take you to Final Fantasy X HD Remastered. And if you want to see other live streams, check the bottom link below to see other live streams done on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.